evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball as the 2-0 Hillers take on 0-2 Holliston. Right now, let's send it down to courtside for the opening announcements.
Hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School is committed to the highest ideas of sportsmanship and to establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Hopkinton High School will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, berating of players or officials. Hopkinton High School has a zero-tolerance policy and warnings will not be issued. And now we'll start with the starting lineups for the visiting Panthers. Senior, number 3, Brent Kiley. Sophomore, number 10, Ethan Shahida. Junior, number 11, Alicio Pinchi. Junior, number 15, Cooper Fermani. Senior, number 30, Owen Vaughn. The Panthers are coached by Chris Venetian, assisted by Joel Bernstein and Liam Venetian. And now let's hear it for our Hopkinton Hillers. At forward, sophomore, number 25, Rylan August. At guard, junior, number 10, Tori Ostrom Hall. At forward, senior captain, number 24, Jackson Canales. At guard, senior captain, number 3, Cooper Willison. At center, senior, number 35, James Marcinowski. The Hillers are coached by head coach Tom Keene, assisted by Chris Banks, Jay Golden, and Nick Walker. Now, if you could please rise, if able, for the singing of our national anthem.
There you have it. We are just about ready for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call. And Steve, a classic TVL large matchup, Hopkinton, Holliston. The Panthers, they'd like to be off to a little bit better of a start. They're 0-2 after losing a couple close games. Hopkinton Hillers 2-0, but it's a Friday night. You got a TVL large rivalry. It should be a great atmosphere here tonight.
Absolutely. Pick a sport. Holliston versus Hopkinton, always a big deal, especially like to your point, Friday night at the Athletic Center. We got some cheerleaders here. We got a good crowd navigating the tough weather. And I skipped a really good home meal that my wife made for this game, but that's how big of a game it is on a Friday night. I don't want to pile on, but I will look for extra credit, but I'm so glad to be here with you, Tom. We're going to have a good time.
Absolutely. We'll have to give you a little bonus for showing up tonight.
No, it's okay.
But one of the things the Hillers are going to have to deal with tonight is they have a lot of guys out due to injury, including Mitch Simulus, who was their scoring leader in their last game against Dedham. He had 16 points. So a lot of injuries for the Hillers. We'll talk more about that in a moment as Willitson takes it up the near side. Good jump ball by Marcinowski. Up top is August. Driving down, kicks it over to the corner. Willitson for three, no good. And Holliston has it, collected by Shahida. Coming up the near side for the Panthers is Kylie. So several Hillers out tonight, Steve, with injuries.
I know, and as is Holliston.
Right.
Both teams missing 4 players due to injuries.
Well, Holliston, they got 4 out. Hillers with 5 out. So both teams dealing with a little bit of the injury bug. And a nice rebound along the far side by Canales.
There it is.
A great feed to Marcinowski, and he pops it in. Good pass from Elstrom Hall.
Marcinowski's going to be a tough matchup with his height.
Certainly is. He's going to be their big low post threat for this game and for many games this season for sure. Kylie with it. Along the wing, gets it over to Vaughn.
Tough D.
Vaughn trying to feed it up top. The Hillers have that tight man-to-man defense going, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Hiller ball. Nice job by Ryland August.
Well, good team defense there. Hiller's really aggressive, swarming type man-to-man defense, causing some problems so far for Holliston.
I'll tell you, one of the guys to look out for tonight for the Hillers is sophomore Ryland August. He had 9 points in the win against Dedham, and when he gets going from the field, he could put in some buckets, and he's going to drive in here. Shot from the block, no good, and it's a Holliston rebound. Collected by Brent Kiley. Kiley gets it over to Pincey, driving in, up with the right hand, no good. And the Hillers have it. Willitson collects and feeds it over, up with the lay-in is Canales.
Great start for the Hillers. Marcinowski didn't get the block on that, Tom, but he altered the shot and then led to a fast break back bucket.
That's what the Hillers are going to be looking for. Work their way into the paint quickly and draw those turnovers. We're going to have our first foul of the game. It will be against the Hillers, and it's going to be against Elstrom Hall.
Ethan Shuhade of Holliston kind of in a tough spot, straddling the center line there, could almost a backcourt, but got bailed out by a foul.
Owen Vaughn on the entry. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Shahida gets it to Fermani. And out of the corner for three. No good, air ball. A loose ball collected by Shahida. Driving in, count it.
Good use of his body in that to shield the Hiller defender there.
Marcinowski working the low post. Can't finish. Bobbled around, and the Panthers have it. Collected by Kiley. Captain Brent Kiley trying to work it up the floor against Willitson.
It's quick. Good ball handling skills.
Over to Shahida, back to Kiley. Brent Kiley also part of the Panthers football team, great athlete. Up top now, Shahida. The turnaround jumper, no good from the elbow, collected by Elstrom Hall. Over to Canales. He'll feed it to Marcinowski.
Here it is.
Marcinowski driving through the defenders, up and in with the left hand.
That's a tough matchup, as I said. Get a left-handed power move. Not much answer, no answer for him right now.
Already a couple buckets for the senior, James Marcinowski. Kicks it over to the wing. Pincey for three, knocks it down.
Uncontested, too much time on that. The Hillers kind of let him hang there for a bit.
Hillers work their way into the low post. Marcinowski, no good. Grabs his own rebound, put back, no good. And it's kept in bounds along the end line. And nice footwork there by Pincey, straddling that baseline. Shahida. Shahida along the top of the perimeter against Marcinowski.
Good D.
Gets it over to Kiley. Kiley to the corner. Vaughn drives baseline. Kicks it over to the left wing, up for three, no good, and he grabs his own rebound, drives in, no good, off the rim. Holliston still has it, and a good block by Marcinowski.
It's a force down there.
Canales driving through the defenders. Yes, the captain. How about that? Jackson Canales with a couple of buckets already.
Pretty slick move right there.
8-5, just under 3.5 left to go in the first quarter. The feet underneath, up and in, Pinsey. He has a pair of field goals tonight.
Pinsey, good job by him just getting that shot off within a split second. He didn't have a whole lot of time.
Looks like both offenses starting to open up a little bit. Marcinowski with it. Elstrom Hall now. Gets it over to Canales, back to Elstrom Hall, driving down, kicks it over. Willetson for three. No. A little short on that one, and it's collected by Shahida. Here come the Panthers. Kylie with it. Gets it over to Pinsey. Back up top, Shahida. Over to Fermani for three. No. Collected by August. Here come the Hillers. Canales gets it over to Elstrom Hall for three. No good. Shahida has the rebound.
A run and gun there. Shots aren't falling for either team at the moment, but
well, the Hillers looking to get those three buckets rolling. So far, not a lot of success. I think the answer for now might be get it in the low post.
yeah, really.
Driving down, up, no good. And a battle for it. Vaughn got in there and battled it out. Good hustle by Kylie. Holliston
Nice block.
puts it up, and it's in. That was Cooper Fermani, the junior.
Canales with a nice block, but good finish by Holliston on that one.
The kick out and the three attempt, no good by Marcinowski. Hillers struggling from the field in the last 90 seconds or so. Vaughn trying to feed it in. We have a foul.
It's on Cooper.
It's going to be the second foul of the game for the Hillers, and that's going to be against Willetson.
People are still.
So yes, you were correct, Cooper.
Crowd still rolling in here on Friday night. Snow's coming down. Dedication,
Right.
dedicated fans here, both towns.
Yeah, the student section filling out pretty good. Knocked out of play. And, you know, it's a tough time of year to get to these games. Everyone, you're busy Christmas shopping, getting ready for the holidays. Ethan Shahida.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, you might want to get on that.
Yeah.
Shahida up with the fadeaway, no good. And it was knocked loose, ends up out of bounds. We have a foul. It's going to be against the Panthers, their first of the game.
Good job by Sean Brown in the box out.
Looks like they got Brent Kiley. 1 minute, 23 seconds left to go and counting. Willetson calls it out. Gets it over to the corner to Heavey. Around the perimeter they go. Marcinowski along the elbow. Gets it to the short corner. Kicked out by Blinn. Over to the wing, Heavey. Now Marcinowski, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Driving down, kicks it out. Hillers need to shoot to the corner. At the buzzer, no good. But he grabs his own rebound, gets it over. Kick out by Blinn. Driving down, Willetson, no good. And it's collected by Pinsey. Oh, the Hillers need a bucket there, Steve.
They haven't had one in a while. Not exactly hitting the cover off the ball, if I can blend another sport analogy there. But low scoring first quarter, both teams.
Pinsey gets it over to Daniels. And Daniels back to Pinsey. To Daniels, up and in. The big man strikes. Well, I think that Daniels is going to be someone to look out for in the low post.
Definitely. Have to check his height. He's got about 6'5" or 6. I'm just guessing from up here.
Willetson, 4 seconds left in the quarter.
Got to launch it.
Gets it over to Marcinowski, up and no good, and that's how the quarter will end. The momentum in favor of Holliston as we head to the second quarter. Hillers really struggled from the field in those final 2.5 minutes or so. And the Panthers offense starting to pick it up a little bit, and they're finding ways to get into the low post and get some buckets. And this is going to be one of those games where you don't want that offense to struggle too long, Steve.
No question. And, Marcinowski kind of had things going for the Hillers early with a couple good buckets underneath. He had a couple other opportunities to get buckets under there, just couldn't finish. Not a lot of three-point activity by either team. I think Holliston has one. And Hillers only with 4 buckets, took a whole lot of shots to get 4 buckets. So got to get a little more efficient. Both teams playing tough D. And I think the Hillers, again, some key players are out. Getting some adjustments in and getting used to each other, a little different flow with the different players. Holliston, got to tip your hat to them in the first quarter, taking an 11-8 lead on the Hillers.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of those games where you're not using your conventional lineup with so many guys out. And, of course, that makes it even tougher when it's the beginning of the season and you're not even really fully adjusted yet. But it is what it is, so the Hillers just going to have to work with it, and some of these younger guys are going to have to step up tonight.
Exactly. For example, Sam Dadagian's captain not playing tonight. That's a big adjustment.
Right, and Mitch Simulus, who had 16 points last game, out. Willardson gets it over, up, and no good off the side of the hoop goes Heavey. Here come the Panthers. With it is Brent Kiley. Over to Daniels. Feeds it to Vaughn. Back to Daniels, and we have a travel.
Yeah, he dragged his foot. It'll be interesting to see that matchup with Ed Daniels and Marcinowski, both 6'5" range. I'm just guessing. We can verify that at halftime.
Elstrom Hall and Ryland August back into the game. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I was going to say they're both a lot taller than you and I, and I wouldn't want to cover either one of them.
It's not hard to be taller than me. Just about every. Oh, it's taken away. Blinn was trying to pass to his right, and a nice steal by Vaughn.
Good anticipation by Vaughn, a little telegraphing there by Blinn.
Here's Daniels. Daniels in trouble with Blinn all over him. And it's taken back by the Hillers. Good defense there. Canales, coast to coast, up with the right hand, can't finish. Panthers have it, pulled down by Flannery. With it is Kiley. There's Shahida to Flannery. Now along the far side, that is Vaughn. Gets it over to the short corner, knocked out of bounds. Good defense there by August.
Game's moving along. No timeouts, not a lot of fouls. Coach Keen's got to be a little frustrated with the lack of offense going on so far, but things can change in a heartbeat. A couple quick buckets, get a little mojo going, and the pendulum can swing easily.
Right, I mean, the defense is good, the rebounds are good. You just got to get that shooting going. And knocked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Panthers.
Good D by the Hillers. Certainly digging in. It's not as if Holliston is, running the score up on them. It's just there's not a lot of scoring in general so far.
Kiley with it. Gets it over to Flannery. Drives through the defenders, up with a jumper, no good, but it's batted out, and Shahida has it. Now a shot from the wing and knocking it down. Brent Kiley.
That was a big hoop.
A 3-ball for the Panthers. First bucket of the second quarter. Along the corner, Canales driving in, up and no good. Hillers keep it as it's batted to Sean Brown. Kicks it over to the wing. August for 3, no good.
Oh, nice.
And a putback, no good. A secondary putback won't count, but we have a foul.
Trevor Blinn, nice, quick up, almost an alley-oop off the rim, and he got fouled. It was a bang play, but good idea by Blinn, and drew the foul on number 15.
Cooper Fermani.
Got to hit these freebies.
Yes, one of the strongest parts of the Hillers game in that victory against Dedham was their free throw shooting. They were very good from the line. And he hits the second. Full court pressure by the Hillers. They trail by 5.
There's a trap. There it is, off his foot. Oh.
Gonna stay with the Panthers. Well, the Hillers drew a lot of turnovers against Dedham via the trap.
Almost a travel.
And here comes the Panthers. They got a 2-on-1. Feeds it over. Up, no good. Pulled down by Willardson.
Again, Marcinowski altering that shot. Doesn't get it on the score sheet, but that's effectively a block right there.
Willardson is blocked as he tries to go coast to coast and lay it in. Brent Kiley with it. Over to Pinsey, back to the corner, stolen by Marcinowski. Here come the Hillers. Willardson to the rack. Oh, can't finish, but we have a foul. Some body contact there, and I believe they're going to get Robbie Howell.
Cooper Willardson took one for the team. He was trying to shake it off.
Correction, it's going to be Nick Flannery. Hits the first.
Good job by Cooper. He kind of landed pretty hard on the floor. You could hear it up here on the perch.
Willardson went 2 for 2 from the line against Dedham. And he's 2 for 2 right now against Holliston.
Big free throws right there by the captain. Captain Cooper.
I like that. Here comes Kiley.
Oh, there it is. Nice
feed it
tip.
up, and the Hillers get the turnover. August, no good. Put back. No, and Panthers have it, collected by Shahida. That was a nice turnover by the Hillers, but unfortunately they could not finish, so no harm done for Holliston. Kiley. And an errant pass there. Hiller ball.
Misconnection. There's a first time out of the game with 4:50 left in the first half. That's, there's both teams really are just kind of doing their thing with not a lot of big lead swings. I guess it was 14-8 or something, but the Hillers have had a few freebies since then to tighten it up. And that was a timeout by Holliston to kind of regroup on that last play.
Well, Steve, I understand you have some big news. There's a brand new episode of Toon Time coming up tomorrow morning.
Absolutely, on HCAM tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Tune into the HCAM for a special Christmas episode of Toon Time, HCAM's Saturday morning cartoon show. You can celebrate the holidays with Sylvester and Tweety. Those are two of my favorite characters from back a few years ago.
Absolutely.
Betty Boop, I'm not familiar with, but I'm sure Betty is got a good following and stuff, social media. Rudolph and more. Then tune into HCAM every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. all year long for more great cartoons. I'm a big Flintstone guy, Looney Tunes, Sylvester and Tweety. Therefore, I was drawn to that immediately when I saw this.
Absolutely. Got to get some Popeye in there.
Popeye, his trademark is expiring. Did you see that?
Really?
January 1st, anyone can use Popeye, and there's already Popeye movies coming out. I digress. You can take over the game.
We'll have to get you a corncob pipe.
There you go. We'll have to talk about more on a break about Popeye. I digress.
Ryland August on the entry. Off the timeout. Both teams with 3 apiece in the second quarter so far. Marcinowski back to Willardson. Willardson driving down, kicks it out over to Canales. Oh. We're going to have a travel.
Boy, I'll tell you what. He actually traveled before that, and then when he traveled, he didn't travel. So it was either a late call. That's the way I saw it from up here.
Yeah, it was a late call.
I'm just trying to do my job,
Full court press. And that's knocked out of bounds. Panthers will have the entry. On the inbound, Nick Flannery, freshman. Aggressive defense by the Hillers pays off. They get the turnover. Elstrom Hall with the steal.
Big play.
Feeds it to Willardson, up for 3. No. And it's collected by the Panthers. Pulled down by Flannery. Then we have a foul as he tries to pass up the floor. Some body contact there. It's going to be the first foul of the quarter by the Hillers. We'll get Dedajian with his first. Correction, that number was the previous foul. They get Ryland.
There's another steal.
Look at that. What a great job by Elstrom Hall. Second straight steal. He's got it down.
There it is.
Drive it in. Willardson. Yes.
Beautiful. Take it up strong.
I think the Hillers might be onto something there with putting Elstrom Hall along the corner.
There's a steal.
And another turnover.
Oh, he stepped out. Too bad.
I'll tell you, keep it up if you're the Hillers defensively. They're getting a lot of turnovers.
Really having a hard time, Holliston is, dealing with the Hillers press. They've had about 3 steals in the last 3 attempts to bring it. A lot of telegraphing of the passes.
Yeah, look at this. They're going to try to trap once again. Vaughn gets it over to Pinsey. Pinsey driving up, feeds the block. Back to Pinsey.
3 seconds in there. Guy's still in there.
For 3. And knocking it down, Tommy Quinn.
It's a big hoop for Holliston on that one. Hadn't a hoop in a long time until then.
Marcinowski over to Willardson. Up top, August. Driving down, up with the right hand, and in he goes.
Mylan August having you can see only a sophomore. Got a bright future there for sure. He's a tough matchup. He's really quick and got some height.
Another trap set there, but this time we're going to have a foul. It's going to be against Ryland August, a little contact. That's his second. Owen Vaughn will have the inbound.
A 2-2-1 press for the Hillers, not a man-to-man, a 2-2-1 or 1-2-2, however. Pick one way. And Holliston did a good job on that one.
Here comes the Panthers. Vaughn with it. Gets it over to Quinn.
A lot of carrying there.
Vaughn and the
Off
trap
his foot.
set, and it is going to be a foul.
Coach Keene trying to help the ref out with a call. Looked like the ball got slapped off the Holliston player's foot, and it was right in front of him, so he did have a good view of it.
That's his first, team 4th for Holliston. Hillers could potentially get in the bonus here in the second quarter.
Plenty of time left, 2:50.
Canales gets it to Kim. Kim trying to work the defender. Back to Canales, now Kim. Feeds it underneath, and a battle for it. Panthers come up with it. He's trying to slip it through to Marcinowski, but Shahida was ready for it. Up for 3, Quinn, yes! His second 3 of the game. Look out for the junior.
7-point lead, one of the biggest leads of the night.
Panthers starting to feel it from outside the perimeter. See if the Hillers can respond. Marcinowski gets it up top. 3 ball, yes! Cooper Willardson strikes back.
Big response by Cooper there. Hillers needed that one.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. 2 minutes and counting left in the first half. Good passing by the Panthers. Quinn over to the corner. Pinsey. Gets it over to Shahida. Shahida trying to shake the defender. And we're going to have a push.
I mean, the refs are doing their best to let the boys play, as they say, and there was a lot of body contact both ways there. Coach Keene trying to make a point that they're both pushing each other. And for whatever reason, the ref saw enough of the Hillers defender to call that one.
Well, usually when you have that situation, most of the time they will rule against the defender.
Right. Oh, there's a steal.
A nice steal there by Marcinowski on the attempted pass. Here come the Hillers quickly down court. Willardson drives through, draws contact. He saw a lane and went right down and drew the contact. He's heading to the line.
Good job by Cooper. He's got some speed. He's quick, taking it up strong. Not a super big guy, but he plays strong and drew the foul there. That's the 5th foul on Holliston.
Team leader tonight so far with 7 points. Make it 8 for Cooper Willardson.
And he's hitting some freebies there. They're not exactly swishing, so he's got a nice soft touch. Get some home cooking at the rim for him tonight so far.
3 for 3 from the line. Make it 4 for 4.
He's got a good groove going on the foul line tonight.
Hillers down by 2.
They were just down by 7.
Out of bounds, and the Hillers have a turnover.
Just an observation, Owen Vaughn, good player, he's a senior, and he's the inbound guy for Holliston. He's telegraphing the passes a lot, and the Hillers are onto that, and they've got some steals and turnovers from that.
Willardson kicks it out to Canales. Driving in, Elstrom Hall up
Nice.
and no good, and it is a battle for it. Kept in bounds by Blinn, but recovered by Holliston as Shahida picks it up. Gets it over. Now from the corner for three, no good there by Vaughn. And Vaughn gonna get it back and goes up for the shot, draws the foul, and a little bit of frustration there from Canales.
I mean, that's a big play by Owen Vaughn, who kind of making up for some of the things I was saying earlier. I don't want to pick on him, but but that was a big time play by him, stealing the ball. And he's making up for it on the free throw line there. Definitely a tight game, fun game to watch.
Certainly is, as expected. Owen Vaughn, a senior. He has 1 point so far. Will he make it two? Yes, he will.
Yeah.
4 point lead for Holliston. Just under a minute left to go in the second quarter. Elstrom Hall feeds it over to Blid. Now along the left side, Canales. Willison driving in, gets it to Marcinowski, drives baseline, up and good.
Good use of his body, protected the ball there, and muscled that shot up over the.
Panthers looking to strike. What a block by Marcinowski. Loose ball. And the Hillers have it, and we're going to have a jump ball call. Oh, no, it's going to be Hillers' ball. What a terrific block by James Marcinowski. And then Jackson Canales able to hang on to the ball and keep it for the Hillers.
I don't have the exact number of blocks Marcinowski has. I think it's 3, but I would double that number with all the, the shots he's affected with his height and down low.
Canales. Hillers could tie it here. 20 seconds and counting left to go. It looks like they're going to wait it out and try to take a buzzer beater. Feeds it over. And knocked out of bounds. It'll, I believe, stay with the Hillers. Yes, it will.
Kickball there.
9 seconds left.
Cooper coming back in. See if he can launch one or something.
Sean Brown on the inbound.
Get it down to Marcinowski down low.
Brown gets it into the corner. Willardson, 8 seconds.
There it
5
is.
seconds. Drives down the lane around the defender. No good. Put back. Yes. Marcinowski right before the buzzer.
Beautiful.
And at the half, we are tied at 24 apiece.
Wow.
The Hillers put up 16 points in that second quarter. Panthers put up 13. What great momentum for the Hillers going into the halftime locker room.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tom. I mean, it was 22-15 and down by 7, and all of a sudden the Hillers just kind of got on a roll the last minute or two of the half with a few free throws, and that is a big time play with Marcinowski cleaning up the Cooper's shot that almost went in. But to come out of there with a tie going into halftime, definitely momentum going the Hillers' way, even though it's tied.
Yeah, they were struggling a little bit to start that second quarter, but really came on strong in the final couple of minutes and about scoring Holliston, and a nice lay-in right at the buzzer by Marcinowski ties the game up, and we stand at 24-24 into the halftime break. We got 2 more quarters left. It should be a lot of fun. We got a TVL large battle here at the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. So be sure to stick around. Hillers, Holliston, tied at the halftime break at 24 apiece. You are tuned in Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready for the second half. And as we enter the second half, we are tied at 24 apiece. A good back and forth game. In the first quarter, it was Holliston leading 11-8, but then the Hillers outscored the Panthers 16-13 in that second quarter. And we are knotted at 24 apiece. Let's take a look at the scoring totals in the first half. For the Holliston Panthers, Ed Daniels with 2 points, Tommy Quinn with 6, Brent Kiley with 3, Ethan Suhaida with 2, Alessio Pinci with 5, Cooper Fermani with 4, Owen Vaughn with 2. For the Hillers, Cooper Willardson has the team lead with 9 points, James Marcinowski with 8, Jackson Canales with 4, Ryland August with 2, and Trevor Blinn with 1. And that is where we stand entering the second half. 7-point scores for Holliston, 5 for the Hillers. A lot of injuries for both teams, but they are both playing well out there. And what a great balanced game it has been. And the shooting really started to heat up towards the end of the second quarter. It'll be interesting to see if that trend continues heading into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see this game. This is my first game of the season, seeing the Hillers, and you know, definitely got to tip your hat to Holliston for digging in deep. I mean, they are desperate for a win. To your point, they had a couple of tough losses earlier. One was by 2 points, and they really are desperate for a win. Hillers don't want to give this one up on their home court. So looking forward to a fun second half, and hopefully have a Hiller victory at the end.
Absolutely. A couple TVL updates to tell you about as the Panthers inbound, working left to right across your screen in the second half. Norton beat Millis on the boys' side, 55-52. What a battle that game was. And Medfield leading Dover Sherborne at the half, 48-11 in girls basketball action. The shot is no good from the corner by Shahida, and the Hillers have it. August feeds it up over to Elstrom Hall, drives through the defender, up and no good, but we have a foul.
Wow, I'd say, Owen Vaughn took one for the team. He got kind of effectively run over. He's a big guy too, Vaughn is. And Tori Alstrom Hall maybe got away with one there.
No, he didn't. It was all Vaughn.
I'm just trying to be as objective as I possibly can as a Hopkinton resident for 30 years.
Elstrom Hall hits the first of 2 to give the Hillers a lead, and he hits the second. Hillers up by 2.
I think in general, you keep the stats, Tom, but they've hit about 75% of their freebies tonight, I think, so far.
Yep, they have done well from the line.
Oh, that's got to be a problem right there. Oh,
able to feed it up to the near side, but it ends up out of bounds as Pincy bobbles the pass.
Cooper Fermani got himself in a little bit of a pickle, straddling the mid-court line. He couldn't go backwards. It would have been a backcourt.
Hillers 7 for 8 from the line.
Yeah, I might have to correct my percentages. Maybe it's 83%.
Marcinowski drives down. I've learned the hard way. Don't try to do math during a broadcast.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't work out. Oh, a hard foul there. Elstrom Hall falls hard to the court, and that will be the Panthers' second foul of the third quarter.
My math skills are limited as it is, so I start trying to pull these percentages out in midstream. Problematic.
They get Brent Kiley with his first. Yeah, I don't try to do it anymore. It usually just doesn't work out. Ryland August, no. Put back, no. And it's going to be Panthers ball.
Looks like it went off of Panthers, but I'll trust the refs on that one.
I think these officials have done a great job so far tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Long pass up court over to Pincy. Pincy swarmed by defenders, and it'll stay with Holliston.
I think Cooper kicked that one out.
Hiller girls over in Holliston tonight. We'll try to get an update from that game. Up for 3, no good. Pulled down by Canales. And it's taken back by Pincy and Holliston.
Oh, that's
going to be a charge.
Oh.
Are they going to call that defensive?
I would just say they're having a good game until then.
Yeah.
disrespect.
Just when I was giving him credit.
Yeah, that was totally cleared out.
That was clearly an offensive charge.
And Owen Vaughn is a pretty big dude, so he wiped out the smaller player.
This ain't football. Shot from the corner, no good. Put
nice.
back, yes. Pinsey with the bucket.
Really nice putback by Pinsey.
He has 7 points tonight. August over to Willardson for 3. No. Collected by Elstrom
Wide open.
Hall. Wide open is Ryland August. No good. And it's going to be Panthers ball.
This tight game.
Very tight game.
I'd be surprised if there's going to be any big lead changes going on here or big deltas in scoring. I mean, it's been pretty tight for most of the game anyway, but.
Timeout called by the Hillers. We're knotted at 26 apiece. And it is a back and forth battle, a lot of momentum shifts. And typically when these two teams meet up, that's what you're going to get. An action-packed game with a whole lot of momentum shifts.
And I want to give a shout out to our team here, the HCAM team. We've got John Ritz running both cameras. I don't know how he does it. He's only on one side of the floor, but he's got 2 cameras going.
Well, he has lightning speed, so he can get over there in a millisecond if he
Amazing.
needs to.
He's got foot speed. I've seen him deal with some out-of-bounds balls. He's really good with that stuff with his feet. And we got Mary Arnott keeping everyone under control for the most part as best she can up here, along with Tiger Tarosian, Mike Tarosian directing, producing, the glue. We call him the glue because he keeps everything together.
He just has to hit a couple buttons back there.
On the keyboard or no? Okay.
Well, he doesn't know. He just hits stuff and hopes it works.
But it's Friday night here. We're all having a good time, and then we got a heck of a game going. So feel lucky to be here with everybody.
Absolutely. Another TVL update. Norton boys leading Millis 37-36 at the end of 3. Here comes the Panthers. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Along the far side, out of bounds it goes.
Owen Vaughn, captain, got his palms facing the ceiling like, oh, that was my bad.
Willardson over to Elstrom Hall. Well, the boys got one more big game coming up before the Christmas break, the holiday break. They got Milford coming into town.
Crosstown rival.
My alumnus on a Monday.
Monday night, rare Monday night before Christmas Eve.
And last year when they met up over in Milford, we actually had that game for you live on HCAM, and what a battle it was. Went down to the final seconds. Milford ended up knocking down the buzzer beater to take the win. So the Hillers looking for revenge, and they get a bucket here. James Marcinowski around the defender, pops it off the glass and in, and he has 10 points.
Great job by James. Used his body beautifully to protect the ball. Really nothing that Panther defender could do on that one.
Shahida with it along the wing. Gets it up top. Over to Kylie. Back to Shahida. Drive down, kicks it to the corner. Up for 3, no good. Pulled down by August. And here come the Hillers. Willardson feeds it across. Now to the corner. Elstrom Hall, no good. Pulled down by Vaughn. Panthers quickly work it up the floor. Pinsey to the wing, and around the perimeter they go. Driving in, Pinsey. And he'll take it up, no good.
Nice slap pass on the floor.
Back and forth we go, and it's stripped away by Elstrom Hall. Canales feeds it over to August, and now underneath Marcinowski. Marcinowski along the baseline and is rejected, but it'll stay with the Hillers. He was looking for the foul.
Body's flying everywhere there. That's a heck of a job by Cooper Fermani, laying on the ground, almost like a la Larry Bird back in the day, slap pass to his teammate, and they just couldn't convert, and the Hillers came back the other way.
Along the top of the perimeter, Canales gets it to the corner. Elstrom Hall back to Canales. Marcinowski sets a pick. Elstrom Hall feeds it over to Blinn. And now Marcinowski from the left side, and we're going to get a charge.
So I would have to say there's a little inconsistency. That was exactly the same play that Owen Vaughn wiped out the Hiller defender there, and then James just did the same thing to the Panther player, and James got called for that one. So just want to point that out, Tom.
Well, it was the wrong. It was the other ref. Full court pressure by the Hillers.
Right there, he's taking a walk there.
Vaughn gets it over to Kylie. Kylie surrounded by defenders, has nowhere to go, and we get a jump ball call. Possession arrow, Hillers.
Good job by Sean Brown. I'm sorry, that was, it was Sean Brown on that, smothered the Panther player, caused the jump ball there.
Elstrom Hall gets it to Canales. Up top, Brown kicks it to the corner. Elstrom Hall drives baseline, draws the foul. He is heading to the line for his second time tonight. He's 2 for 2 from the strike. And make it 3 for 3.
Hiller's definitely hitting their free throws.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the difference in this game.
Totally.
It's all about the free throws.
And Alstrom Hall taking it up to Ed Daniels, the big center, double zero, and gets the 2 points on the free throw line.
4-4-4. Hiller's up by 4. And it is taken down by Brown. Over to the wing for 3. No. Falls short. Hillers have it. Brown with the rebound. Marcinowski. No. Second attempt blocked. Grabs it again to the hoop. And we have a foul. They're going to get him with a charge.
Wow. Tight game, Tom.
Certainly is. TVL update. Boys basketball after 3 quarters. Medway leading Bellingham 61-31. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Along the far side, Shahida. Gets it to the big man now along the wing, Quinn. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn hands it to Shahida. Approaching 3 minutes left to go in the quarter. Looking to drive in, and he lost it. And it's going to be Hiller's ball.
A little miscommunication there. They're talking about it, the Panthers are.
No, the ball just kind of popped out.
I think he just thought one of his teammates was going to be there for him, and just a miscommunication, like I said. So,
timeout, Panthers. Hillers leading by 4. 2:58 left to go in the third quarter. A couple other TVL updates in girls basketball. Norton leading Millis after 3, 25-19. And we have a final in girls basketball. Very low scoring game. Westwood defeated Norwood 32-25, and both very good defensive teams in that one. We get a chance to see Norwood. The defense very impressive.
Yep.
And Medfield defeated Dover Sherborne on the girls' side 77-35. Naya Anajeri had 19 points and 7 steals for Medfield. In boys basketball, Norwood defeated Westwood 60-54. That game was yesterday. And Dedham took down Ashland boys 76-38. Jaden Tamaro led the Marauders with 14 points in that game. A lot of impressive performances in the TVL so far.
Definitely a fun Friday night game here tonight, Tom, and with the HCAM crew doing our thing here, and I think we're going to have a fantastic finish here. I don't see anything substantial happening with one team taking advantage and causing a big lead at all. I think it's going to be tight all the way through.
Well, the Hillers trying to pull away a little bit as Elstrom Hall gets it over to Heavey. Back to Elstrom Hall, feeds it underneath, count it! Cooper Willinson with the finish. He has 11 points tonight.
I hope I'm wrong. Maybe the Hillers will spread it out and win by 20. That'd be great. I'll take that too.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Daniels feeds it over, give and go. Down the lane, kicks it over to the corner, and it's out of bounds. It will stay with Holliston, nearly a steal by Miles Heavey. Nick Flannery on the entry. Over to Shahida. Back to the corner. Flannery. 15 on the shot clock. Pick set by the Hillers around the defender, and in goes Ethan Shahida.
Really nice, sweet move. Oh,
Hillers looking to quickly respond. No good on the lay-in by Elstrom Hall. Put back. No good. Batted around. Panthers have it off the Miss Blinn lay-in. Vaughn takes it up. Under 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Shahida with it. 20 on the shot clock. Vaughn driving in, bobbles it, turns around, puts it up, and knocks it down, plus a foul. An and one drawn up by Owen Vaughn, and boy, did the Panthers need that. They are right back in it.
Absolutely. Talking about the referees are working something out with the scoring.
Well, they might be debating the call a little bit.
It was a heck of a shot by Vaughn.
It was nice Dr. J hook shot there.
Double pump. I'm just guessing. I don't know everything about the Holliston team, but I'm just guessing Owen is on the football team. Do you know anything about that? He's built like,
I believe he is.
Built like a center or pick an
he
offensive line.
He is actually, yeah.
But he's a heck of an athlete. He's got a lot of points, and he's keeping his team in the game.
And now trying to finish off the and one. No good. Oh, Panthers get it back. It was off the fingertips of Blinn, and Flannery took it. And then we have a push along the sideline. It's going to be Hiller ball. Here comes Willardson. Hiller's up by 2. Up top, Heavey.
There it is.
Feeds it underneath, and we have a foul as Brown goes up for the reverse lay-in.
Good aggressive move by Sean Brown, the senior forward. Getting some good minutes tonight.
He's another guy the Hillers are going to be relying on in the low post. No good on the first. First miss from the line by the Hillers in quite a while. On the second, got it.
Good job by Sean. There's
knocked out of bounds, stays with the Panthers.
I'll repeat, I've said it a couple times, but I think the Hillers are figuring out Owen Vaughn taking the ball out. Not every time, but they've definitely stolen a few and caused some problems.
So Vaughn along the sideline, driving down. Gets it over. We have a foul as Flannery corrals in the pass. He's heading to the line.
Both teams with 5 fouls right now. This quarter with a minute left or so.
That foul going to be on Sean Brown, his first. Both teams have reached the limit. Flannery, no good. He'll get another.
Nick Flannery, the only freshman on the court for both teams.
Count it. 2-point game. I'll tell you, a lot of key talent out for the Hillers, but they are playing well and hoping to take this W. Willardson drives down, gets it over to Marcinowski. He kicks it out. Evie. Marcinowski. I don't know if Marcinowski's come off the court yet.
A couple times, but he's been on there most of the night for sure.
Alan August draws a push, no call. Peavy. Oh, come on. There you go. There's a foul call. I didn't call that. I was going to go down there.
Take it easy, Tom. Just back off. They got it. I'm just kidding. But he got his money's worth for sure. Tommy Quinn having a great game. He just ran over Cooper there on that one.
Willardson remains perfect from the line, 5 for 5.
That's big time.
Six for 6.
Very impressive on the line by Cooper.
Cooper Willardson, an early candidate for player of the game with his performance so far tonight. 6 for 6 from the line.
That's a walk.
13 overall. We're going to get a travel. One step too many by Quinn.
Good heads-up play by Jackson Canales, captain. Saw the play happening, got right in the path, and caused that turnover.
Here comes Willardson. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ryland August trying to feed the block, gets it to Marcinowski. Marcinowski kicks it out. With it is Canales. Up top, Willardson.
One shot.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Marcinowski driving down around the defender.
Oh,
no good. And
bad.
it's a rebound by Vaughn, and he'll draw the foul.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, that would have been a nice finish.
Yeah. And unfortunately, a little bit of a, I don't want to say a ticky-tack foul, but it was unnecessary, I'll say that. With 7 kind of given
right.
on a couple of freebies, or at least one and one on the line for him.
First of 2, got it.
Vaughn's got to have about 10 or 12 points. I've lost track. Can you bail me out with that? Maybe.
Well, he has 5.
He only has 5? It feels like 5. A lot more.
Right. He has a lot of rebounds.
He's been involved with this game a lot.
No good on the second. Put back blocked by Marcinowski. And then Marcinowski up for the pass. And we have a Holliston foul.
Hillers catch a break there. You get a 1-and-1 for Marcinowski. And I think Ed Daniels would love to have that one back.
It's going to be his second foul. The junior Ed Daniels. James Marcinowski at the line for his first time tonight. 10 points overall so far. 5-2 buckets for Marcinowski. First of 2, no good. 3 seconds left on the clock. Got it.
Gotta launch it.
They didn't start the clock in time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Hillers 36, Holliston Panthers 32. Hillers outscore Holliston in the third frame, 12-8. They lead it by 4 heading into the final 8 minutes of regulation. Steve, I'm expecting a very exciting fourth quarter.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, what team decides to, step on the gas, and obviously both teams are playing some tough D, scrappy game, good guard play. Marcinowski's having a big night, and Holliston's having a bit of a tough time with him. I think they should continue to go down low to him, and I think if any team starts to hit a couple 3-pointers and gets a lead up to, like right now the Hillers got a 4-point lead, if they get that approaching, get the first couple buckets in the fourth quarter, get a little distance, that could be significant as the game unwinds.
Well, Cooper Willardson leading the way offensively for the Hillers with 13 points. James Marcinowski having a great night as well with 11. And those two guys have really propelled the Hillers on a night where they have a lot of key players out with an injury. Willardson and Marcinowski have propelled the Hillers, and we'll see if they can propel them enough to get the victory here tonight. Congratulations to Hopkinton Hillers girls indoor track and field. They got their second victory of the season, taking down Dedham yesterday, 58-33. You can read about that meet over at our website, hcam.tv. Off the start of the fourth quarter, Panthers with possession, working left to right across your screen.
There's a steal.
And Ryland August knocks it away.
Oh, that's a foul.
Oh, and then a battle trying to get it back, and I don't know if we're going to get a foul call. Coach Keene was looking for one, and we should have.
A lot of contact there. I mean, again, that's a backcourt.
Backcourt violation, Holliston.
A little mental error there, unfortunately, for Holliston.
Well, if you're the Hillers, you want to take advantage of this possession here. Marcinowski gets it over to August. Oh, travel.
A little shuffle there, both feet. Got a little bit ahead of himself. Ryland's got some big-time speed, and he just got ahead of himself. He's going to be a tough matchup for the Tri-Valley League for the next few years, for sure.
Certainly will. They set the trap, but we have a foul.
Miles Heavey with a foul that he absolutely does not agree with, but
that's his first. Owen Vaughn on the entry.
good D by the Hillers.
Gets it in, taking it up, Quinn. With it is Pinsey. Trying to work the defender, Canales. Drive it down, kicks it out, Vaughn.
That's a double dribble right there.
He'll drive baseline. Feeds it across. Driving in, up for the shot, no good is Pinsey, and the Hillers have it. Willetson feeds it up, and now Marcinowski gonna draw the foul. Good pass by Heavey to Marcinowski.
Some of the Holliston fans don't agree with that call. I think that was a pretty close call. We'll take the foul. And just Cooper Willetson got that rebound, and before he even hit the floor was already heading up the floor. He really accelerated and got that break going really quickly.
Driving in, Willetson, no, it'll rattle out.
Unlucky on that one.
Shahida has it. Gets it to Fermani, and now along the far side. Back to Fermani, driving down, pump fake, up, and no good, but draws the foul.
That's a smart move by Cooper Fermani, junior forward. You got James in the air there, and James is kind of in no man's land, and good job by the junior. Let's see. This is junior, yeah. Cooper Fermani.
And he hits the first.
Friendly bounce.
Ooh, and Marcinowski, 4 fouls. That's going to be something to watch.
Definitely problematic there. He's going to need to sit for a couple, 3 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'd say so. No good on the second free throw. Panthers get the rebound. Pinsey feeds it in. Vaughn driving along the baseline in the paint. And we got a travel.
Good D, good smothering D by the Hillers, and Vaughn kind of ran out of room, and then he started to shuffle his feet right in front of the ref. That was a good call.
Yeah, kind of slid that pivot foot. Here come the Hillers. Elstrom Hall. Timeout by the Hillers. Coach Keene wants to talk things over. A 3-point game, and Steve, certainly a tense game.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm trying to calm down up here myself.
Right?
But no, I mean, I think that's a significant development, obviously, with Marcinowski picking up his 4th foul. And I'm sure once he gets back in the game, they're going to go at him to try to get him to foul out, whenever that might be. But in the meantime, the Hillers are holding on to a 3-point lead. And Holliston hanging on. Both teams really gritty defense and causing some turnovers. And I'm excited about this last 6.5 minutes of the game. And I think the fans here at the Athletic Center, as well as on HCAM TV, getting a good treat tonight on Friday night.
Absolutely. Quite a battle. And speaking of battles, the Hillers will have another battle on Monday as they welcome in the Milford Scarlet Hawks. That game is at 6:30. We'll have it live on HCAM. And what a nice crosstown matchup to bring you into the holiday break.
I'll check my schedule and see if my wife gives me the green light to do that game with you, Tom. I'll let you know. I report to her, as you know.
That's very true. That is in your contract stipulations that she has the say. So.
It's a good idea to run things by the wife after 35 years, and it's working out pretty good, so I'm grateful for that.
There you go. All right, well, you'll have to start a relationship advice show here on HCAM.
Here we go. No, I'm good. Thank you anyway.
Willetson feeds it over. Elstrom Hall trying to get it back to Willetson, is stolen away. Pinsey. Surrounded by defenders, we get a jump ball call. Nice trap set by the Hillers, and it's going to be Hiller ball.
Rylan August caused that turnover, smothered the Panther player there.
Big possession here. This could really set the momentum. Elstrom Hall. Gets it over to August. Up top, Willardson.
Ooh, almost a travel, and it was a travel.
Oh, they called a travel.
So quick. In the NBA, that's not a travel, but in high school it is, unfortunately. Hillers, 2 minutes in. Well, neither team has really scored.
Shahida with it. Over to Vaughn.
Only 1 point in the fourth quarter already.
Yep.
Oh, there's a nice team.
And a good knockdown there. Battle for it. Canales was able to reject it. We do have a jump ball call. It'll stay with Holliston.
Bodies flying everywhere in that one. Good anticipation by the Hillers starting that foray. Definitely bodies everywhere, and
that's a good point, Steve. This fourth quarter, it's been all about the defense. A 1-0 fourth quarter in favor of Holliston. Not a lot of shooting.
Oh, he lost it. He just lost that ball.
Yeah, it was knocked out by Shahida, and well, all right, the last touch was August.
Oh, okay.
So Holliston never touched it after August knocked it out, so that's why it stays with the Panthers. Vaughn gets it over to Shahida, and he cannot corral the pass in, and August has it. Pass was a little high. Over to Canales. Willardson driving down Elstrom Hall. Canales back to Elstrom Hall now along the top. Willardson.
Good patience by the Hillers.
Gets it to August, launches the three. No, air ball. Collected by Pinsey. Here come the Panthers. Pinsey gets it over to Shahida. Now to Vaughn. Vaughn gonna launch a three. Oh. No, it'll rattle out. And it's collected by Blinn and the Hillers. And he tries to pass it over. Taken back by Holliston. Good hustle by Quinn. And then a jump ball called as Fermani gets wrapped up.
That was a quick jump ball call. There was a...
What a sequence that was.
That's crazy. Both teams just scrapping up there, out there. Amazing hustle by both teams.
Great hustle.
And no scoring. We're almost halfway through the quarter. We got 1 point scored on the fourth quarter. Just speaks to the defensive intensity here.
Well, that's why Coach Key, teaches his team, always go for the ball, stay with it no matter what. As Elstrom Hall misses that shot, collected by Pinsey. Got to be hustling all game long. Because you could run into a situation like this where it's all about the defense and turnovers. Fermani driving down, stripped away. Here come the Hillers. Canales gets it over to Elstrom Hall, goes up for the shot, draws the foul.
That was a tough shot. I don't even know how he got it off. He's falling out of bounds and somehow even had a chance to go in and went over the rim. But he got himself 2 shots, and let's see if we can keep the momentum going on the free throw line here.
Third foul of the game on Owen Vaughn. First of 2, no good.
This is big.
Elstrom Hall now 4 for 5 from the line.
Kind of rushed that one. Let's see if you can get this one down.
Got it.
Much better.
Every point counts in this one, Steve.
Including the ones they hit in the first and second quarters. Those free throws are critical.
Quinn gets it to the corner. Up top, Bond feeds the wing. Along the elbow, Fermani driving down, and we have a foul.
Going to be interesting to see when Coach Keene decides to put Marcinowski back in. He's kind of holding them out. I mean, they still have the lead, so I guess you...
They get Ryland August with his third.
And there he is, right on cue.
Yep, time to bring him in. Up for 3. Yes! What a bucket by the senior Owen Vaughn.
That was a big-time bucket.
And Heller's trying to respond. Willardson, no good. Rebound, Pinsey. Hiller's up by 1. Pinsey hands it off. Panthers could take the lead with this possession.
Good double, good double. There it is.
And the Hillers get the turnover. Trevor Blinn over to August.
Look for a good shot here, guys.
Up to Willardson, back to August. Drives baseline up, no good. And it's batted out of bounds. Holliston ball.
It was a big hop by Ryland.
It should have been a travel.
That was, I mean, in my high school days, that was a travel and a half.
That-
But that's just the way the game changes. You know, it's evolved, and you can get away with that.
And we're going to have a timeout called. Things getting intense here at Hopkinton High School. 3:14 left to go. Hillers leading at 37-36.
Barn burner.
It is really about the defense in this one. And it looked like the offense was going to explode a little bit towards that second half, but it has certainly become a defensive trend. And Steve, every single point, every single free throw is going to count in this one.
I mean, in the fourth quarter, with 3 minutes left in the game, the Hillers have scored 1 point almost 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, which is unbelievable, and they still have the lead because they've been playing such tough D, as obviously Holliston has. So, you know, everyone loves to see a big shootout with, 60 or 70 points in a high school game, and this is about half that, and it's still exciting. That's because the guys are still playing really hard. We got the cheerleaders doing their thing. We got the HCAM staff here. We've got pretty full stands here on the Hiller side, and a respectable representation from Holliston, and just an all-around good crosstown rivalry game going on here.
Well, in this second half for the Hillers, Cooper Willardson, 4 points. Tori Elstrom Hall has added 5, all via the free throw. And Marcinowski with 3, and he's coming back into the game, but he does have 4 fouls, so he has none to give. We'll have to probably be a little bit conservative to stay in this one. And we're going to get a push.
I don't agree with that one. You know, the refs are trying to let the boys play. That was, we've seen a lot worse. That wasn't called there, I'll just say that. But
It's going to be the third on Elstrom Hall. Long pass across. Over to Shahida. Driving down, up, and no good. Pulled down by Marcinowski. Gets it over to Canales. Canales over to August. August back to Willardson. Willardson to Elstrom Hall. Under 3 minutes left. Willardson feeds it over. Driving in, up with the underhand. It's blocked as Canales attempts now. Elstrom Hall for 3. That's no good. Loose ball, and it's Holliston's possession. Here comes Shahida. Long pass underneath. Up, no good. And the Hillers get it back off the missed Pincy bucket.
big break there for the Hillers.
August over to Elstrom Hall. Driving the lane, and it's stripped away. A steal by Quinn. Quinn feeds it over. Quinn, long 2. No. Collected by August. Here comes Willardson. A 2-on-1. Oh, he misses Marcinowski with the pass.
Might have gone off of Marcinowski. I don't know if they have made the call yet.
They were hoping the defender chipped it out. I don't know.
I think it's Hiller ball, but Marcinowski looked as if he might have tipped it, but
They are going to call a Hiller ball.
that was a close call.
Holliston coach, I don't think, agreed. Chris Venetian in his 3rd year at the helm for the Panthers. Willardson for 3. Oh, it rattles out.
He's had a couple of those.
That rim is just brutal.
Yep.
Holliston
Short.
for 3, and it's short by
that's
Quinn. And no foul called. There should have been a foul there. Finally.
Wow.
Took him long enough.
I mean, it's the whole game's been tight like this. It's like a playoff game if they're early in the season, but
Where did these refs go to high school?
both teams playing with a sense of desperation, and in the case of Holliston, they're really looking for a win. Hiller's at 2-0. Not that they want to give it up, but Holliston is they're both teams playing equally as hard, and that's why it's a 1-point game.
1 minute, 42 seconds left to go. A 37-36 Hiller lead. And what a battle it has been. It has been tough. It's been physical. And for two teams facing a lot of injuries, it doesn't affect them. They're not holding back tonight. They're leaving it all out there on the floor.
Absolutely, and just looking at the foul situation, we have the Hillers with 4 and Holliston with 3. So the next foul on the Hillers is going to put Holliston on the line. That's just a little side note there. We'll see how that goes. A minute and 42 seconds left. And
very much anyone's game.
good thing I took my blood pressure medication this morning, Tom. I should have doubled it up a little bit here, you know.
Get the hard pills ready. As the legendary Jack Edwards used to say.
There you go. Cooper Willitson having a big game. He's rattled a couple of those threes. They were halfway in the hoop and they came out. But he's having a great game, and he's barely come off the floor tonight.
Jackson Canales set for the inbound.
Don't telegraph it. Don't telegraph it.
Into Willitson. Up top, Elstrom Hall. Back to August. August to Marcinowski. Feeds it to Willitson. Hiller's going to try to take as much of the clock as possible. Loose ball. August picks it up.
Great
Gets
recovery.
It back over to Canales.
Oh, my goodness.
Elstrom Hall to Willitson. 15 on the shot clock. Willitson kicks it over. Elstrom Hall underneath. Marcinowski forcing his way through. No, can't finish. Rebound Vaughn. Here comes the Panthers. Panthers with a chance to take the lead. Shahida working against August. Driving down. No! And it is collected by Elstrom Hall.
Good job by Marcinowski not fouling there, but still altered the shot.
Willitson working against Kiley. 44 seconds left, 22 on the shot clock. Willitson gonna work his way in, Marcinowski.
Hillers can use a bucket right here.
Gets it to Canales.
Good job working the clock. That's almost a walk.
Elstrom Hall puts it up and in! A big bucket for the junior.
Timeout by Holliston. Yeah, that's
Tori
big time.
Elstrom Hall splitting the defenders up with the left hand. In he goes. Hillers back up by 3.
Tori, what a play. He was meandering his way through 3 red shirts, and I don't know how he got that thing off the glass to kiss it in, and a little English on the little spin. Beautiful shot. He was pretty pumped after that went through.
That is exactly what you needed if you're the Hillers, and that really it puts them in control right now.
You know, it's interesting to see if the Panthers try to go for a quick 3. I wouldn't wait.
Well, I'd imagine you're going for a 3.
Yep. I mean, they can go for a quick 2 and then try to get play some D, because the Hillers have 4
20
fouls.
seconds, I think. I don't know if you want to gamble like that with the way this Hiller defense is playing tonight.
Right. I mean, they haven't really hit a lot of 3s, so it'll be interesting to see how what the strategy is. But I would probably agree with you as far as.
Well, there's one guy. There's a couple guys you can go to. Quinn has a couple of 3s. Pinsey has one, and Vaughn, of course.
Yeah, Vaughn just hit one earlier this quarter, so definitely a fantastic finish. We called it. We saw it happening, and here we are. So,
what a game it has been. We shall see how it concludes. Owen Vaughn will inbound. 20.1 seconds left. Hillers up by 3. Here we go. Full court pressure. Here comes Shahida. Over to the corner. Up for 3. No
blocked.
good. Rebound. Ryland August, and he draws the intentional foul.
I think it was Canales got a piece of that ball. I think it was either Marcinowski or Canales. I think it was Canales, but nevertheless, that was a big time defensive play right there, and Holliston's in a bit of a trouble right now.
13 seconds left, and ain't over yet. And there's the foul. Willitson will head to the line.
That's who you want in the line right now.
Absolutely. 6 for 6 from the strike.
That's probably one of the smartest moves they've made tonight, is to get the ball to him at the end of the game.
hits the first.
7 for 7. You don't see that too often in high school level. Good job, Coop.
Second of 2, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Holliston. 10.8 seconds left.
No foul.
Panthers just going to drive up, try to take a quick bucket. But their chances have certainly dwindled significantly. Shahida gets it over and knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Holliston, but only 4 seconds left. So I think it's safe to say that unless some kind of crazy miracle happens, the Hillers are going to be 3-0.
Yeah.
Over to the corner. 3 ball, no good. August pulls it down. And despite only scoring 4 points in the fourth quarter, the Hillers will get the win tonight because guess what? Holliston only had 4 points in the fourth quarter as well. It was a gritty, defensive, physical battle. What a game it was, Steve.
I mean, if this was a football game, it was about a 7-3, final score. But anyway, both teams, congratulations to both teams. They both left it on the floor. Tip your hat to Holliston. They just did everything they could. They just couldn't get it over into the goal, into the end zone. I'm cross-referencing different sports, but Hopkinton, both teams missing a bunch of key players. Hopkinton maybe even missing more key players, and they still were able to hold off a very tough Holliston team. So congrats to the Hillers for going 3-0, and I'm sure the Holliston Panthers are going to get one pretty soon. But great Friday night here at the Athletic Center.
Absolutely. Top scorers on the night for Holliston: Owen Vaughn with 8 points, Alessio Pincy with 7. For the Hillers, Tori Elstrom Hall with 7, James Marcinowski with 11, and your player of the game, Cooper Willardson, 14 points on the night. He was just crucial from the free throw line and shot nearly perfect from the free throw line, going 7 for 8, and those 7 points ended up making all the difference in this game as the Hillers get the 40-36 win. They are now 3-0 on the season. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. For our crew, John Ritz, Mary Arnott, Mike Tarosian, my broadcast partner, Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy. The Hopkinton Hillers victorious on this Friday night as they take down Holliston 40-36. From all of us at HCAM, we thank you for watching. Happy holidays, and we'll talk to you again on Monday when the Hillers welcome the Milford Scarlet Hawks into the Hopkinton Athletic Center. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.